Tonight on CNN, we have a special segment of the top 10 most influential companies of 2017. They are on Nestle's board of directors. Here are special guests Ann Vedeman and Ursula Burns talking about their new strategic initiative, Smart Start to a Healthier Life. On to you, Dev.
Good evening, Ann. Welcome to our new segment on CNN. To start off, can you tell us a little bit about Nestle?
Yeah, Nestle was founded in 1867 by Henry Nestle. We started by only producing baby food, but by 1904 we were selling chocolate, which is what we are most known for today by the public. Our company began to grow kind of in the post-war period in 1960. This is when we had many acquisitions that allowed us to diversify our brands of products. This is when we entered the fast-growing areas such as frozen food and also to expand our traditional businesses in milk, coffee, and canned foods. We later expanded into the US, Eastern Europe, and Asia, and we became targets for global leadership in water, ice cream, and animal food. Today, Nestle is a global company as it is competing in 191 countries. We are still working to strengthen our position in our traditional segments, but we are also working to strengthen our focus on nutrition, health, and wellness, as we are well known for our research and development efforts in the field of nutrition and sustainability.
That sounds great. There's a lot of history there. So what are some brands that are associated with Nestle?
Well, we specialize in 6 different segments, and we own numerous brands in each segment. As I stated previously, many people know us as a chocolate brand, but we actually have so many more brands and products, and a lot are focused on health. We have brands in beverages, breakfast cereals, chocolate and confectionery, dairy products, health and consumer sciences, and pet care. To name some of our brands that viewers should recognize, we own Pure Life Water and Nesquik for some of our beverages. We own many different breakfast cereals. We own chocolates such as Kit Kats and Crunch Bars. We own Haagen-Dazs ice cream, which is extremely popular. And we also sell dog and cat food through our Purina brand.
Wow, I had no idea that Nestle was so diversified. So what are some initiatives that you have tried in the past, and could you give us a brief description on each?
Yeah, Nestle has based their past initiatives off their idea of creating a shared value, which is a business response to global economic and social challenges. Nestle in the past created initiative programs that include an expanded education program focused on nutrition, health, and wellness for school-aged children around the world, a research and development center in Africa, and a new Nestle Prize in Creating Shared Value, awarded every year to foster innovative approaches to solve problems of nutrition, water, and rural development. The one initiative that really stood out was our Global Youth Initiative, which aims to develop young talent for the company and to help tackle the global youth unemployment crisis. Nestle Mexico will create close to 3,000 jobs and 500 internships for young people in Mexico. It will also roll out a Readiness for Work program for over 300,000 students, offering career counseling, CPE workshops, and interview training at schools, colleges, and Nestle sites.
It seems you have high corporate values that you take into consideration while creating unique initiatives. So we hear you're about to launch a new initiative at Nestle. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, we're launching a new initiative that is called Nestle Global Scholars. This initiative will focus on selecting dedicated and talented high school students that have a passion for health, nutrition, and/or research. In this program, we're going to select a few students from around the world each year that have proven their drive in the health and nutrition industry and grant them scholarships for their college education. Further down the road, we'll ultimately look to hire these students if their interest in the field remains and they have completed a successful collegiate career.
That's wonderful. So how can students apply for this program?
We'll be teaming up with high schools around the world to promote our program. In order for a student to apply for the program and be considered, they must complete either a research project related to the health and nutrition field, or they must present us with a health program that they have created that they would like to implement in their community. These projects will be thoroughly evaluated by our teams in order to select only the best and most deserving candidates around the world. The candidate will also have to submit 3 letters of recommendation from teachers, community leaders, or a manager or supervisor, and they will have an interview with a Nestle representative. We're going to be really selective with our evaluations to ensure that Nestle's money is being used only on well-qualified and deserving students.
All right. And how do you think this initiative will impact Nestle? Will it be revolutionary or evolutionary?
Our goal with this initiative is to help students to receive a quality education and show their interest in our field. Also, it will help us to select young employees that are genuinely interested and dedicated to this field. This program will give more awareness to consumers that Nestle is a health and nutrition company and not just focused on areas such as chocolate, is what we said before. We believe this program will help consumers to see our company in a new way and also spark interest in this field into young adults. We have evaluated both our internal and external environments for this initiative by completing a SWOT analysis. Some of the strengths that we found for the initiative are that we already have 300 partnerships with high schools from previous initiatives that we have, and we can seek advice from them, and we can already use them kind of as an alliance to help us. Also, we can gain potential employees that are already hard workers and well-driven. We'll also be showcasing Nestle as a health and nutrition company. Some weaknesses that we found were that it is not a direct profit source for us, obviously. It's not something where we're earning anything or making a profit. It's more so an expense for us. But we see that it will be worth it in the long run. For an opportunity created by the Nestle Global Scholars Program is that it seeks young talent, and it also increases students' interest in our field because they can make a difference in it and do projects in it early in life as they're only 16, 17 years old. It will also help to promote our brand and promote the importance of research, which Nestle finds to be really, really important. So some threats that we see with this are that people may confuse it with our previous health initiatives, but we don't see that as being too much of a problem. Also, we're seeing the fact that we're adding a new initiative to our pre-existing ones, meaning that we could maybe lose lack of focus in some of our initiatives, but we're going to try and keep our best, keeping our teams focused on what we're doing. Ultimately, we understand that this initiative is going to take time to really develop and gain a reputation. So we know this initiative is going to be more so evolutionary. As each student is selected, we have 4 or 5 years before they can potentially become an employee and really benefit our company. So it's neither going to be radical nor immediately transformational, but it's definitely going to be evolutionary for us.
Right. That sounds like it will help sustain your competitive advantage. Thank you for your time, Anne, and now to Noah for further questions.
Thank you. Thank you, Dev. Now I'm here with Ursula Burns, who is a director on Nestle's board. I was wondering, what steps did you guys take to overcome the challenges that surfaced as you took on this strategic initiative?
First, Dr. Ursula. So first of all, as the Nestle Global Scholars Initiative works towards creating healthier communities, Nestle will have to overcome some of the negative reputation it has gained. For example, Nestle has gotten criticism for its baby formula products that replace mother's milk, and this was one of our first products that really took a hit. This could be a concern because of mothers and critics preventing students from pursuing an opportunity with us. Many people ask for boycotting the company with claims that our company endangers the lives of babies. That is simply not true. Our company works to provide consumers with safe, healthy, and tested products. This initiative will hopefully develop a healthier relationship with consumers that may not fully trust the company. As kids work on their proposals, we hope that our effective advertisement and communication of the perks of this initiative for students and how it will bring long-lasting change in the communities will regain their trust. Another issue that Nestle faces is that our brand is well known for products such as chocolate. We want this initiative to be the missing piece to molding this brand so it fits with our vision of promoting health. This initiative will promote a healthier brand, but it will not turn or hurt our unhealthier products such as ice cream, confections, and all the great food our consumers love. It will simply shed light of how we are taking leadership and initiative in the health industry. Working with students all around the world will also be a great way to build consumer trust from an early age. This will also help the company in the long run because we will develop trust and loyalty in order for kids to hear about this opportunity. We will need to advertise through different channels such as social media, the radio, and television, depending on the country or what's most popular. In fact, we've already discussed different ideas with the company Ogilvy and Mayher, who is very excited to work with us. We will also work with our partners, which are over 300 all around the world, from our Healthy Kids program, so that they can use their networks to reach the communities and make them aware of this program. We'll also advise schools and encourage faculty to serve as guiding mentors to students. We don't want the potential talent to be dismissed because the students don't think they're capable of creating an incredible research or program proposal.
Wow, it sounds like Nestle is overcoming a lot of criticisms to provide a healthier living for people of all ages. Could you describe maybe any potential or other potential initiatives you guys had, ones that maybe had a fit but didn't exactly or necessarily align with your strategic values?
Of course. So the first one was providing health knowledge to underdeveloped countries. So pretty similar. The second one is increasing our research and development to minimize unhealthiness of our products. But we're already doing that, especially products high in sugar. We've already reduced that quite a lot. And the third thing that we focused on was helping the youth with their communities and providing a means for a better education and future Nestle family. And that's how we got this one.
Yeah. Could you describe any factors that helped you choose the Nestle Global Scholars Program?
So we realized with all the time and finances we invest in research, especially regarding health, it was clear that we wanted to create an educational opportunity for communities. And since we're already so busy, why not use the talent from students all around the world? We suddenly found ourselves in a blue ocean because we're not competing with anybody. We're just providing kids with an opportunity to put light in their talent and find sustainable solutions in their communities. And also at the same time, this initiative is evolutionary, so the risks are minimized. Plus, there are advantages. The first is that we're exploiting existing capabilities. So we're working alongside students and their advice to research. We also have worldwide connections, and we'll also be exploring new capabilities, such as empowering consumers and making them a part of the company's efforts.
Would you be able to tell me about any models or figures that you got help maybe prepare you for implementing this strategy?
Definitely. We're really big on using models, and the one that we use for this one is Parts plus MM. So we have different sections. The first one is people, so marketing team to advertise. We always need human resources too. They need to evaluate the student submissions. And then we're also having representatives, and they're going to go out around the world to visit these schools and inform students of the opportunity and just talk to interested high school students. Then, of course, the activities, so creating these applications and looking at the student requirements, and then what we really need is, marketing to high school students around the world and when we're going to do this, when we're going to start. Then resources, so the big thing is advertisements, so how we're going to spread and also gain awareness, so we're working with Ogilvy and Mayher to do that. And then timing is really important, so we're going to start at the beginning of the school year, and we hope that this is going to be a long-term project if it's successful. And then symbols, so we gave a special name, so it's the Nestle Global Scholars. We really want to empower these students. And then our logo is Smart Start to a Healthy Life. And we have measurements. It's really important with data. So we have to see how many submissions we're getting, and of course we're going to be super selective. And also, is Nestle's brand loyalty improving, which is what we're focusing on, and also of course stock. So is the price improving? And then we have milestones. So have we selected the right students? And we're thinking, should we only select one student per country? Is that the most fair thing we could do? And have students maintain a health research focus throughout college? So, or when they go to college and we're going to support them financially, what will they study? And then hopefully we want to hire them after they go to college. So we have these talented students with our team.
All right. Well, it looks like we're running out of time. Thank you so much for coming here today to talk with us.
Thank you.
Thank you again for joining us, Nestle team. And next, after our break, we will be discussing sports with the local team, the Little Scrappers.